everybody, and welcome back to Estancia Lapacho. And well, what I'm doing here now is I'm just plowing this field, this grass field that we well, it's not actually a grass field, it's just a plot of grass. Now I wish I could say this was my idea, but I actually seen it on other people's videos where they've turned it into either a big grass field or field for crops. Now I've done a few headlands, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set the worker off. No, he's not going to do anything. Okay. So fine. Yeah, he doesn't want to do it. Why not? Oops, wrong button. Maybe if I turn that on, maybe he'll do it then. Doesn't look like it's classing this as a field. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because, well, what I was planning on doing is putting a worker on this, and then I was going to do the harvest of my soybean fields over there. That didn't work out very well, did it? Okay, never mind. Looks like I'll have to do it myself. But yeah, don't worry, I won't bore you with the what's it doing? Allow create fields. Turn the plough. I don't know why turn the plough, but still. There we go. Must have reset it when I changed it from the worker. Yeah, so yeah, it's been a while since I've actually done a video on this map. But I have been playing for a while myself. Just off camera, just doing a few missions and things, just to get myself a little bit of money. And I did sell the small Brantner Farm Tech trailer, the one that you start off with. I can't remember which one it was, but I did sell that because, well, really it's a bit small. So I decided to sell that and part exchange it for the next size trailer up, which is almost twice the capacity, 15,000 litres I believe, 16,000 thereabouts, and the one that you start off with was only something like 8.5, I think. I've missed the whole load there. It's not. It doesn't have to be perfect now for this. Not really, because I'll just, before I plant it, I'll just go around and give it a good old clean up. Make sure it's all okay to plant. I don't know why the worker isn't working. I thought the worker would be able to do the job. Right. Turn off that. Nope. Still not working. Nope. Looks like I'll have to do it myself. But not to worry. What I'll do is I'll just finish. Oh, it's done it again. And that's because I tried to hire. Whoop, wrong way. Because I tried to hire a worker, it must reset everything. There we go. Well, what I'll do is I'll either jump cut or show you the rest in as a time lapse. Because I'm sure you don't want to just see me sitting here ploughing this field for the remainder of the video. So yeah, it'll either be a time lapse or or jump cuts. It just depends on really on how long it takes to actually do it. I mean, this is only a small plough, so it might take a while. Okay, so this field's almost done now. It's mostly done. I've just got a little bit of cleaning up to do before I fertilise it and plant anything in there. I thought that was a big pile of grass there. I was going to say, where did that come from? Right, I need to find somewhere for this now. I think I'll put it inside there, just next to the trailer that I've bought. Yeah, that's the new trailer that I have. Well, the other one was just rather too small, I think. Make sure I've turned off hello fields, yes, because I don't want it to create a problem in here. My reversing skills are no good. You can all see, and that you've seen many times in the past. Right, so we just lower that down, drop it off, switch the engine off, and jump into the combine. because yeah, like I say, I've got two fields of soybeans that are ready to harvest. Put it on the ground. Yeah, I'm not sure why the worker wouldn't do the job on that grass field, but not to worry. And also what I'm going to do is, once I've harvested these two fields, I'm going to plough them together, make one big field. So I think that's probably the best approach. And the reason I did the grass field there anyway is because, well, really we only have 3 fields and they're not that big really, and we don't have enough money to buy any more fields, even though I have been doing missions on the fields. I still can't afford to buy any fields yet, so yeah, I thought that was the best way to get an extra field. I mean, there are other grass patches around, and I've seen it on other people's videos where they've actually ploughed the whole of the grass fields, cut down trees and all that sort of thing, but yeah, I'm not going to go that far, I don't think. Well, hopefully we should have a good price for the soybeans when I come to sell them. Not actually sure what the capacity of this combine is, to be honest. Or we shall see when we get to port. Do a couple of headlands first. I know there's not really any need to on this map because it's all open, but when I'm actually selling the soybeans, this will be on a worker, so I don't want it to go into anybody else's fields, because for some reason crop destruction is active again. I always thought it was deactivated for workers, but I have been told that for cosplay anyway, that it's still non-active. But I haven't used cosplay, well, cosplay or workers really, a great deal over the last couple of months. I mean, I know I did put a worker on these fields here that we have when I first started, but that was because I was doing missions and things. We've still got our sugarcane field down there, as you can just see there in the distance above the house, and that's just in the growing stages. It's not even ready to harvest yet. Don't know if any of you guys seen our live stream that we did over the last weekend with the PCSG guys. That was an epic sugarcane harvest. Because on that save game we have field 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and let's see if I can remember rightly, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 7 and 8 are ploughed together, 4, 5 and 6 are ploughed together, and 1, 2, 3 and 3 are ploughed together, I believe. And they were all planted with sugarcane, and it took rather a long time to harvest those. Missed a little bit. I've gone that way. Yeah, because maybe it missed. I don't know whether it missed that bit. But yeah, I don't like missing any when it's my own crop. when I'm doing a mission or anything like that, then I don't really bother so much about missing stuff, because they give you some leeway anyway. You don't have to collect it all or cut it all, or if you're doing the ploughing or anything like that, you don't have to do the entire field, which is okay. But when it's my own crop, it's my own money, so I make sure I get everything I can. Now hopefully the AI vehicle extension should work on the harvester, because the reason I like to use it on the harvester especially is when you're doing a field, I like the pipe on the outside, and if you because I've got crop destruction on anyway, I don't want to be driving into the field unloading the harvester when it's full. So yeah, I hope it works okay this time. It'll work, huh? Okay, so the harvester's 100% full now. Just empty this, let's see what happens. See how full it fills this. Turn that off. Back to the harvester, because obviously it's not going to fill the trailer. Uh, 15%, 17%. Oh, 23.6% full. That's okay. So we're going to get at least 4 trailer loads, which may be the entire field actually, thinking about it. Or, because this one's not a very big field, but the field next to us there on the left, that's decent size. Once they're all ploughed together, well, they're both ploughed together, should I say, not all, then that will be even better for us. Yeah, so we're just about 65% full now, and as you can see, I'm just running up the middle of the field, because, well, this is what I was told was the best way to do it, because, well, actually it might not work very well with the worker later, but I was told it's the best way to do it, because then you can go down the other side and the pipe will all the way down this side here, and then back up the other side on the left hand side just here, and that way the pipe will always be outside the field. I mean, I may be completely wrong, but this is what I've seen a few other people do as well on other videos, so this is the approach I usually take. I mean, I don't know if it's the right way or the wrong way, to be honest, but it seems to work. And I don't know if any of you guys have seen on Steam about the new upcoming Farmer's Destiny, Farmer's Dynasty, sorry. They've put a date out now for the early release, which is the 14th of December, and hopefully it will be out on the 14th of December. I hope they don't put it back too far. I mean, I have seen it on Daggerwin's channel, and it does look rather good actually. I'm looking forward to it. Almost full. 9%. Don't want to destroy any crops. There we go. Put the pipe out. Jump over to our case. Oops, stuck. Yeah, so let me know, guys. Have any of you seen the Farmer's Dynasty videos? And what do you think about them? Because I know the graphics don't look as good as Farm Sim. They look more like farming expert, to be honest. That's probably because they were both done with the same game engine. Or yeah, it still looks pretty good. So just let me know what you think about that, guys. Because when it does come out on early release, because at the minute it is just going to be early release on the 14th of December, and the full game, I believe, would be coming out sometime February or March time. Or I will be buying it anyway, just to give it a look, and I will probably be doing a series on my channel on it as well. But yeah, just let me know what you think. Are you looking forward to it, or is everybody just waiting for Cattle and Crops to decide when they're going to put theirs out? Well, Cattle and Crops, when that comes out, I will be buying that as well. Well, that's actually if it ever does come out, because they keep on moving the goalposts really on Cattle and Crops, which is not too good. Because 1 minute it's going to be in 6 months' time, then they say it's out another 6 months, and but saying that, I mean, I do know it's not easy to create a game, especially one as complex as Cattle and Crops is supposedly going to be. Or, yeah, we shall see. Yeah, here we are again, another 100% full. Another 3,540 litres, I think it was. So we're definitely going to get the remainder of this field in this trailer. Maybe some of the other field as well. I'm not going to take it until it's 100% full, because I don't see that there's any point in that, to be honest. And yes, I have a question for you guys as well. It's about the 3 stages of fertilisation. Now I heard that with the 3 stages of fertilisation, if you only have it on one stage and still plough, you get the same amount of crops as you do even if you do one stage, if you have it set to 1 stage or 3 stages. Now, is that correct? I mean, anybody who knows, leave a comment down below and let me know about that, because that would be interesting if it is true. Because obviously you have to do 3 times the amount of work with the fertilizing and things. So do you get the same amount of crops, like the same yield, if you only do 1 stage of fertilization plus the ploughing as you would with 3? Because obviously if you do, then I'll set mine to 1 stage, because I have it set to 3 at the minute. But I can't see the point in doing all that extra work if it's going to get the same yield. But yeah, just post below and let me know what you think about that, guys, because that would be interesting to see. And you just got 2 little strips there, 2 little rows over there on the right hand side to finish off, and then this field will be done. I really hope there's a good price for soybeans. Obviously I'll check where the best place is to take them to before I sell them, but was it soybeans, it should be worth quite a bit of money. And unfortunately I can't get it all in one row. Isn't that always the way, eh? We'll get all this in though. Probably because I wasn't driving straight in the first place. Maybe I should have used GPS, but not to worry. Now we're missing that bit. But not to worry, I've got to come back up anyway. I will get it on the way up. Why, of course then. I don't think it's going to fill the harvester. It would be nice if it did, but I don't think it will. No, it won't. Only just over half full now, 54%. But like I say, I've got another field to get to just there. My trailer's only just over half full anyway as well, so right, done. This time I'm going to put him on a worker. And we want it to go round and round, don't we? Yes. Field detection. Is it going to work? Yes, it worked this time. That's good. Actually, I'm going to make sure that that's not set to stop during unload. I don't want it to stop during unload. Right during unload off. Okay, good. We run back over the case now. I can remember where it is. Actually, while we can check, see where the best price for the soybeans is while we're here. Soybeans. Oh, the transport company, 1,149. Oh, that's okay. Because with the transport company, you don't even have to sell it all and then come back, because you can just load it onto the train, which is fairly good. 84% full now. How full is he going to fill it before he has to stop? Oh, why did you stop? I thought they stopped on the corners when you was unloading. But obviously not. Still 46% full. Well, I'm just emptying the harvester a little bit here now, just see if I can get to 99%. No, it won't empty now until it gets to, the harvester gets to 10% full. Maybe it'll get to 10% full before we get to the end of the field. So I don't really want to just take the trailer unless it's 100% full. Well, full 100%? Yes, it does. Good. Right. Best way now. Let me think. You need to go to grain silo 3. Is up here, I think. Up here and take a left at the end of this field. Right, here we are coming to the grain elevator 3 now. And yes, I did come the wrong way. Tip that into there. 15,000 litres. Pure gold. Which is nice. Yeah, I think the best way to come is just through here, really. I think this is the where you buy your animals from. You do need to fill up with fuel at some point as well. Right, here we are back at the harvester now, and it's just about 60% full. Well, I'm just going to unload him and let him carry on with whatever he's doing. And I think this is where I'm going to end the video, guys. I'm just going to leave this over here, and I will leave the worker doing his thing while we're off camera, and then that should be ready then to sell all my soybeans, and I'll leave that until the next episode though, just so I can show you guys how much I actually make from it all, from both these fields. And I will be ploughing both of these fields together, making one nice big field. So, if you like what you see, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and comment down below on anything you think that I'm doing right or doing wrong, or if you have any suggestions for me. Everything's welcome, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to press the notification bell. So yeah, until next time, See you all again very, very soon. And bye bye for now.